¿Cómo estás? Yo soy MNG.
Yo soy Master No.
Thank you all for watching. And together we are
Deep Sector. Yeah.
Again, thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Yeah, thank you all for vibing out with us.
Yeah, here for another week. Hopefully everybody's having a great week out there. Feeling blessed, you know.
Always a lot to be grateful for.
Exactly, you know, we're in this country, that's for sure. You know, it's different here. So
Definitely.
we gotta count our blessings, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You never know when they can be taken from you. Life's unpredictable. So.
Most certainly. Yeah, no, we were talking about this. You know, it's important, you know, that I forgot who says it, but, you know, I've heard it before many times, but better than some, worse than others. You know, it is what it is, you know, but you got to be grateful for what you do have.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you know, it's just the way it's always going to be.
I feel like that's a balanced way, you know, instead of saying, oh, I'm the best, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, because in reality, you know, yeah, like your skill levels might, you know, exceed others, and, you know, it's just a reality. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be more practiced in certain areas than other people, or less, you know?
Well, certainly. You know, and everybody's different, you know? Like, you can't expect everyone to be, you know, the same at everything. You know, Everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses. It's just reality.
Exactly.
Can't be the boss at it all.
Yeah, I try to have those real balanced statements like that, to where it's like, it's not so...
Generalized?
I guess, well, because that's kind of a general idea.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, I feel as humans we live in generalizations.
Yeah,
you know? It makes it easier to understand the world. But
yeah, for sure.
It's not always so true.
Yeah, and everything's not so black and white. You know,
Definitely.
That's one thing I've been learning too. It's not always this or that. You know, it's like a mix.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it's not always so black and white. Heard it here first, folks.
So what's your mix been like in the Walmart area?
My mix?
Yeah, your mix, you know, like, because like how I see it, every day is like a mix of different things. You know, I go into, like, I went to work a couple days ago, and I just felt the intensity of the energy and all the people. I was like, whoa. There's a lot of people here. I was like, whoa. Okay, you feel like that. Whoa. All this stuff is happening, you know, and you kind of like, you got to mix it and work with that and make something from it, you know what I'm saying? And learn how to operate with all that, you know, mix of energies and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, it's a freaking mix, that's for sure.
Definitely. No, I think, I mean... There's always trouble in paradise, but
yeah,
you know, you got to navigate it, and you know, when it arises, you just, you know, be prepared. Because I mean, you know, the mix happens every week. You know, it changes from week to week and day to day. But yeah, you know, it's just about adapting on this fly and you know, responding accordingly, not being so overwhelmed. Because as we harp all the time, you know, shit happens, and when you're more accustomed to it, you know it's going to happen again, and it helps to be that way.
Or it can, at least, you know.
Yeah, that it can. It's a possibility.
There's no certainties here.
Yeah, nothing's set in stone. Or is it?
I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's that one thing, bro. Just think about. You're like, man, everything happens for a reason, and it's like synchronicity, and you're like, well, if everything's not set in stone, and
yeah,
it's weird, bro.
It's a lot of conflicting things.
Yeah, so like in that book, The Divergent.
Yeah.
There's this. They have a test. You can't prepare for this test, but this test decides what faction you'll be a part of and who you are, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you go, but it's based off your natural abilities. You know, you don't even know what you're going to be presented. You just go and just go through some random shit, and then out of what they see in that, you're identified as this. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much life. You know, like it's like this. Like every moment, you're redefining yourself almost. You know, It's like a time to show the people who you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And that's one thing I've realized too. It's so awesome. I mean, it's wild in a way, you know, that it's never too late to change. You know what I mean? That you can be different from one moment to the next. And it doesn't have to always be for the bad or the worse, you know, it could be for the better. You know, you can learn and adapt, like we've talked about evolution in real time, you know, and that shit's powerful, you know, being able to just adapt and learn in real time and overcome things that you just didn't know minutes ago, you know?
Or like, have we talked about it where like, so like everything happens for a reason, you know? So you know how something happened when you were young, like years ago or something, and at the time you felt some type of way about it, and then you just didn't think about it for a long time. Then all of a sudden, years later, you come back and you're like, man, that wasn't so bad. And then you start seeing how it helped you, all this and that.
Yeah, man.
So I feel like there's a way you can like quantum leap, you know, instead of having to wait so long to get that realization and then finally move on from that situation, you could see that now. You could start seeing the effects of things. You know, if you're open to things actually being for the benefit of everything, you know, you could start seeing how things are this is actually going to help develop this in the long run. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to go this far in the long run and do this for me, you know?
Yeah.
And you could quantum leap yourself in your own experiences due to just not holding yourself in that rut. You know, if you're willing to jump and see farther than this being the worst thing possible, then you can have a different experience. You know, that's something I've been learning.
Definitely, man. It's all perspective.
Yeah, straight up perspective, bro. Like
it's powerful.
Like I got that from that book, though. That freaking 4 Insights. Wisdom, Power, and the Grace of the Earth Keepers. Because that one was all about like perspective and perception. So it tells you about like just it like brought up that idea of your experiences down the road, how you're gonna naturally do that. You know what I'm saying? Go through that realization process, but you can also speed it up. Once you realize that there's a process to it, you know, then you can also, you know, enhance that process. So that's what I'm trying to do, you know, because we get stuck a lot. Yeah. We get stuck in life, you know, we get stuck in a thought, you know, a moment, like just about anything you can get stuck on, you know, and you got to be able to move forward somehow. You feel me? And that's a way I've learned to cope. You know, seeing things that way, and helps me keep moving forward with motivation. You know, instead of fucking despair and like hopelessness. Yeah. Like there's nothing going for me. You know, like because it gets dark. You know, like life gets dark, bro.
It's hard, man.
You feel me? But
I think what's really helped me is like on the topic of the processes, you know, realizing that everything has a process and that any process given time can be mastered, you know? Like I've really been trying to improve every process of my life, like that I do, you know, for the most part. Like, you know, like basically a lot of it started with work, you know, because, you know, I started to realize how much you can do in, you know, minutes. Like it started back like maybe a year ago now, when I was still a department manager. Like on my 15-minute breaks, I'd go out and bust out a set just to work out real quick because I used to keep my weights and stuff in my car. And yeah, I'd go bust out a set for my 15 and go back in, you know, go back to work. And in that 15 minutes, I was able to do, you know, a good set, a good workout.
No, yeah, you could get a lot. You could get a good workout in 15 minutes for sure.
You know, and it's important to just realize that, yeah, these processes can be adapted, improved, and, you know, changed so you can maximize your time and, you know, efficiency.
Yeah, see, that's why I started reading on my breaks. You know, I was like, man, you know, I get like 10 pages done on like a 15-minute break. That's a long way in my book. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm making it through.
For sure.
Cutting, you know?
That's how I do it.
Because you got, especially when your schedule is jam packed with a whole bunch of stuff, you know. So to be able to still read a book on the side and like, you know, kind of, you know, keep yourself going, you know, in that area of life, you know, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, you know, because reading's helped me a lot. You know, it's something I'm definitely going to carry with me, you know, throughout my life. So I love reading.
I agree.
You know? And it's just something, you know, like that's just extra. You feel me? That's good for your health, you know, your well-being, and keeps you thinking, you know. Like,
yeah, I've just been personally reading. I finished Batman or Detective Comics 1000, which I thought was really good. It's Batman, and it's just a bunch of different stories about like his experience. You know, it kind of, because it's, you know, 1000, so it's like at that point is the 80 years of Batman, and you know, it's stories about like a bunch of kind of stuff that applies to Batman, you know, like his henchmen, and, you know, like different stuff of who he is and aspects of him. And I thought it was really interesting. Like there was one story where spoilers if you haven't read it, but essentially it's like the gun that was used to kill his parents, he goes and, you know, undercover buys it and gets it. And, you know, Alfred's like, you know, of all your mementos in here, I think this is like the most twisted for you to have. And he's like, no, you don't understand. And then he melts it down and he turns it into a bulletproof plate that he puts behind his signal, you know. And so it's I think it's called like armor or manufactured for use, you know. And it's like, you know, he takes something that was, you know, that created the Batman in a way, you know, and turns it into something that helps the Batman, you know, and protects the Batman. And it's interesting. You know, that one was written by like Kevin Smith, and it was really good.
He's stuck on that slap. That shit's stuck in everybody's brains, bro. It's ingrained. Boom.
That's ridiculous, bro.
How do you feel about it, bro? So like, I've been hearing so much opinions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, man slapped the dude. You know, I feel, me personally, it might have been a little much, you know. I wouldn't have slapped him exactly. I definitely would have spoke up, you know. And then maybe if he would have, you know, got a little more disrespectful, you know, try to, you know, get rowdy or something, then maybe I might have had to do a little more. But it might have been a little too much to just go up there and slap him right away. You feel me? But I understand where he's coming from, you know. But he made a statement, you know, like that's for sure on there.
He did. I think it was excessive. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you know, disrespect is disrespect, but I mean, you know, it's a joke, and you're out there, and it is what it is. But I don't know. You know, there's the whole debate if it's staged, not staged. You know, personally, I think that's embarrassing for both of them. You know what I mean?
I don't think it was staged.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It felt pretty real. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, yeah, that seemed pretty real.
Right, you know, and that's because think about it. You know, yeah, they're actors. Yeah, Chris the comedian. They're, you know, actors or whatever. But you know, yeah, that's in reality, like that is pretty embarrassing for both of them. You know, to go up there and get slapped, and then to be.
That's what I'm saying. Like Chris Rock, I'm like, as a man, you know, like this dude slaps you on national TV.
Yeah, dude,
and you just let that happen. Like,
you know, it's not something you just, you know, let slide. It's
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. It's kind of awkward, you know, like I understand the position and shit, you know, it's just a weird situation, I ain't gonna lie. When it happened, I was like, whoa, everybody's all big on it.
Yeah.
Boom. Did you see Will Smith? You see Will Smith? Right after it happened, everybody at my job, you see that? You see Will Smith? I'm like, what? I'm like, he's like, bro, you gotta see this. They all just show me. All I seen was the first one was when they just show him slapping him.
Yeah.
You know, and then they started releasing videos of him. You know, with their little dispute before, and then
the thing I just want to say on it is that, you know, it's just unprofessional. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, I hear you.
It's like,
really, like if Will Smith really felt that type of way, man, he could have took it on after the.
Yeah, he could have did so much more, you know. But I mean, it was the heat of the moment, and that's what heat of the moments lead to sometimes.
I believe it was Jada though. I think Jada made him do it, because even like if you watch the video, like Will Smith.
He was laughing at first.
He was laughing.
Yeah,
he was chilling. Yeah, he wasn't even like mad. But Jada Jada was mad. You could see it on her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, stank face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 19.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it's all me, buddy. But you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Will Smith did it because he kind of had to.
Yeah, he was defending his honor, or maybe he saw it that way.
Well, yeah, he probably saw it that way, and he also didn't want to get it from his wife later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like...
Yeah, no doubt.
His wife was probably gonna, like, be on his ass, But after the fact, he was happy, bro. Like they were having a good old time after the whole situation. They posted like pictures and of them having good times, and it's like, everyone's like, "Oh, she cheated on you, this and that." I'm like, bro, stay out their business.
Yeah, it's a hairy situation, and it's, it's. I don't know. It's Hollywood, and it is what it is. But yeah, man, I don't think it was staged personally.
I don't either. It's whatever. Like shit happens.
Yeah,
you feel me? We don't need to make it a huge deal.
Right.
I wonder if Will Smith got a ticket or anything.
Well, I mean,
so? I don't think so.
I heard that Chris Rock's declined to press charges.
Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure I heard that.
I mean, I don't think so. I know he got kicked out of like the academy or whatever, and or he resigned. I'm not sure he got kicked out, but
academy for what?
Like, I'm not too knowledgeable on it, but he was part of one of the guilds or something. I think it was of the Oscars or something, and he resigned.
Oh, Will Smith?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And
Hey man, I guess that's what happens.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I'm all about professionalism, and that's one thing. Like,
no, I hear you, though.
The 48 Laws really preaches on is the cordial, and I mean, yeah, I don't know. He could have went about it a different way, in my opinion. I would have went about it a different way.
Yeah, that's why I don't just be socking people on my job, bro. Like,
yeah,
I trust me. I want to sock just about like half the people there. I swear to you, I really do. But you can't go around in civilization socking everybody, bro. Yeah. You just can't. Like, it's just like, it's not healthy. Like, for you or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to navigate.
Yeah,
strategic.
Straight up. My teacher always says it like this. He goes, "What do you call it when someone whoops your ass?" It's bad health, motherfucker. You ain't gonna be feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, Tai Chi gonna teach you how to have good health because it's gonna, like the internal and also the external, the martial arts aspects too.
Bad health.
Bad health.
Gotta have good health. Man, life's a trip.
For real, life's a trip, man. Respect each other, be nice, like
be excellent to each other. Peace and love.
Yeah, show love.
Spread it.
It's too hard out here to be fucking putting each other down, bro. Like, real talk.
Hit me. You want to hit?
Stand. Mr. Risk Taker today.
Yeah, 22.
17.
That was me living on the edge, bud.
That was me last week. I was that freaking risk taker. I was like, yeah, I'm about to hit.
It was interesting. So I was telling you last night I had tripped and stuff.
Yeah, let me hear some of this.
So I just took like one tab of acid, and it was an interesting experience. For the most part, it was just chill, just relaxing. I had some edibles and stuff, and a few beers, a few Twisteds. I was just chilling, and it was. We were talking about this. It's an interesting thing, like the mind, where it goes when it's unconscious, and then consciousness, right? Because like there's been times in the past where I'm sleeping, and I'm sure a lot of people probably experience this. Where they just wake up, but their mind's still in the dream. In unconsciousness, and they start talking on things that are obviously not nothing you're doing now. It's where your mind's been. Because
I feel like it's kind of like the situation when you're like when you're saying something right and someone hears you wrong and they think you say something else and then you're like, what? So like I'd be like hot dog, and you'd be like pawn shop. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because your mind's kind of like just unconsciously somewhere else, and then you just it's just a mix of whatever then you just make up something, fill in blanks.
And it's wild because that's kind of what was happening, because I was playing the game for a while, the Batman, and I was I was thinking hard about that shit. But other than that, like I kind of passed out, and like when I'd woken up, my mind was somewhere else, but I was here, and it was an interesting just dichotomy, and it gave me it gave me a chance to have some interesting thoughts, and just think some interesting things.
Yeah.
Because it's like, in a way you're kind of confused, because you're just like you're reemerging, from the unconsciousness, and I don't know, I might have said this before, but I really do feel like dreaming is a way for us to tap into like our, I don't know, eternal consciousness, that echoes through time.
Bro. All right, so there's a space, all right? Like I noticed it, right? This dude, Cody, sent me this picture, and it brought me to this space. But when I'm going to sleep, right when I'm unconsciously here, but right before I go to a dream, there's this space, right? And it's like infinite, endless. Like everything's endless there. Like you just feel it. Like it's like you can't even explain it, So, oh man, my phone's over there. But that picture was crazy. It was like one of those gifts, and it was like, but like this is where the things like I feel like that's where everything emerges from, because I've seen I felt my dreams merge from this space before, and every night I always go into this like deep just like black before I dream, and then I dream, and then and then I wake up
to the void.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that, but I feel like that's when I really return to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when I feel that's like the point you're trying to get to. You're like, all right, I'm trying to get to this point of rest. Boom, and then from that point of rest, you start to assimilate differently.
Definitely.
And then it's like your dreams are almost you regenerating. Regenerating into this, everything. Because you think about what happened, and because your dreams are based off of your experiences and stuff, so like it's based off of all the happenings, so you're going through a whole bunch of different possibilities in your mind, and then you wake up and you're like it should prepare you. I feel like your dreams are supposed to help prepare you for your daily life.
Definitely.
Because like I believe I read dream symbolism and stuff like that. I was into that for a while, and now I have my own way of going about interpreting my dreams and getting like wisdom from them and seeing what they're saying to me. But yeah, my dreams definitely teach me a lot. Like I've actually had dreams that are like prophetic almost, even.
Definitely.
To where like I seen this in my dream, literally like I had a neighbor right here, right? I see in my dream, she like a couple days before she moved, I seen her move, and then like I just had a feeling like she was gonna move or something, and then all of a sudden she moved like randomly out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I was like, that was kind of weird, It kind of made me think. I was like, yeah, I really got to pay attention to certain dreams, because they definitely speak to you,
So I think something that that just popped in my head is like, the power of like the clean slate, right? So I think we talked about before when like I got that professional massage, dude, like my body was just so free to not worry about stress that my mind can truly think about certain things, with untethered to anything else. And so maybe that's what that is, when you let go of the physical and your mind becomes subconscious, you're in that state where you're not weighed down by what what it is and everything that, you're doing on the daily, because your mind's free to explore those, things that you just wouldn't normally because, you're so tied down with daily life. Well, gotta do this, gotta do that. You know, got to buy this, got to go there. You know, and I think that, you know, that's probably what's an interesting thing, because, you know, you're never, at least consciously, that's how I feel. You never really truly, like, you know, not thinking about something that you got to do next, because, you know, you got to keep going. You know, you got to go to work. You got to.
You're even thinking about thinking or not thinking, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're always going. You feel me? And that's like the only time, like when you get to that point, that's the only point of rest.
It's nirvana.
Straight up. And like you could get to that, like meditation and stuff like that. Like they say, like you can, you know, but you gotta, like, I feel like once you've experienced it though, you can access it easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know the feeling and you kind of have a sense of direction on how to get there, because you just follow that feeling. And once you get that feeling, you're there. You know, you don't even have to, you know? It's just about recreating that experience. You know? That's what they tell you. You know, a lot of the esoteric circles, you know, with psychedelics and stuff, like you can create those experiences on your own without even having this, you know, this substance do it for you. You know, it's just about like for me, I feel like just the knowledge and the like the muscle memory, you know, like when you work out, your muscle memory, you know, from being able to work out long ago, you just pick it right back up, you know, like that's how it is. When you have that, you're able to, you know, engage it a little easier and access it more, you know, because you have a point in your field, you know, or your memory, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is to you, but there's a point inside of you that you can access it from, you know, and if you just if you focus enough, you know, and that's really what you want to do, then you can definitely do that.
Definitely, man.
My dad always talks about, you know, like, because my dad's the dude who got me into meditation. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, then there's next level meditation. He all gets out, you know, he's like on this whole next level type shit. He's working to be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? So like, I believe in him. I don't doubt him at all. But he's like, yeah, it's all about that moving meditation now, you know, like in the meditation ranks, you know, there's that, the stillness, and you just sit there, but then it's about that, being able to carry that in your life, you know, that stillness, and then that meditative state, you know, and just to be like that all the time. You don't have to sit there and meditate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're always meditating. You're meditated.
That's awesome, man. That reminds me of something like in Star Wars, like the battle meditation, and like, you know, it's just having the peace of mind while, you know, just doing what you're doing.
It's all mindfulness. That's really what it is. It's really that mindfulness. It's just about being there, present, you know, and you're just paying attention, you know, and always holding that, you know, that just calm, you know, don't let things affect you. That's what meditation is good for. It's just good for you to be able to sit there and not be affected by things.
Definitely. Yeah, man, I love meditation. I haven't done it so much recently, but, you know, I've been trying to figure out, you know, other methods, you know, that bring me that
like
peace.
Anything could be meditation. Anything that brings you to that just mindful state where you're like calm and mindful, you know? Like they say, I'm gonna have to put this guy away, but like basketball, anything could do it for you. Sports, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rapping, you know, like artists get that state whenever the flow state.
Yeah, you know, like definitely when we're performing and stuff. Exactly. And yeah, the flow state. Kinetic from the top. That's what it's about, man. Olympus the Menace. Nope, that's him.
Probably know him.
Olympus the Menace. He's grew a few inches since last you might have seen him. He's a growing boy. How are we all doing today? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Yeah. you guys want to come on, hit us up, email us, Facebook, all that good stuff. Check out our article we did with Voyage Denver magazine. Always come with some different stuff, new content. This year's episode 80, recognize. We're moving, we're grooving, improving, trying new stuff. Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Got any suggestions, tips, hot tricks? Life's a trip.
I'm almost here. I'm almost back. Hold on.
He's on the way. Shows, many a plenty, coming soon. Possibly May 29th at the Roxy. So stay tuned. Stay live. All that good stuff.
I return.
And low returns.
Yeah, that's it. My bad, bro. Flow state. The flow state.
That battle meditation, bro. Just in the groove, moving.
Exactly, bro.
Doing your thing. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm going to start... Excuse me. We should take the shot, but I'm going to give me some, I told you I wanted to get some, kendo bamboo swords. I'll probably still do that, but also they have these lightsabers that are, pretty durable, and they use them to actually, spar and stuff. And it'd be cool to get some of them and practice with them, And, because, I'm still edging through the 5 rings.
Oh, yeah. So you're like, I'm trying to do the double sword technique. I'm trying to really do this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. So, in Filipino martial arts.
Yeah.
Did I talk about this last podcast?
I think so, yeah. Weapons.
Yeah, they do the duel. I wonder if they read the 5 rings.
Could
I'm
be.
like, shit, because, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
You check out some of their martial arts, see if it correlates with any of what you've read in the 5 rings. Maybe he goes over some techniques or something.
Definitely. Yeah, man, it's interesting stuff. And, I'd like to become proficient with, maybe swords aren't, the modern warfare anymore, but, it'd be good to know.
You might want to get into Filipino martial arts.
It's possible.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's an interesting one. That shit's tight. I like that shit.
Yeah, it sounded pretty wild, but yeah, man.
Yeah, it's the duel. It's all weapons mainly. Their combat techniques they have empty hand, no weapons, but it's still based off of how they use their weapons. So,
you want to take a shot real quick?
Yeah. And we'll check out how this hand's looking.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to win it again.
To infinity beyond, perhaps not.
Ooh.
Hit
me.
That one was spicy.
Oh yeah.
Woo. Could you tell by my face?
Not good.
It's interesting watching some of our videos, and seeing our faces.
I honestly I hardly watch the actual video sometimes. I just be listening.
For sure.
But yeah, because I'd be trying to do it because that's what I do with a lot of podcasts. I'll just put it on and then listen to it in the background while maybe I freaking just sit here.
Yeah.
Look at something else.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah,
Just get caught up in shit.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like that sometimes. Just need something to listen to.
I have to watch. I'm about to check out some of our faces, though. I never even thought of paying attention to that.
Yeah. Well, because, I do the editing and stuff, and so, I was watching it this morning when I was doing it, and, yeah, it's just funny. me, make some funny ass faces. It's oh, yeah, you can tell. Tasted that one.
Tasted that one.
Where you at now?
I'm a stand.
All right. 20.
Dang. I got 17.
1 in a million. Just kidding.
It was. It's the only one you've won this time.
Yeah, recognize.
Recognize. Coming back. Coming back. Ooh.
I'll stand.
Hit me.
What's Lo gonna do?
Hit me.
Oh, snap. Reckless, are we?
No. I'm a stand.
17.
19.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bueno.
See,
Bueno.
I'm making wiser choices this time around.
Stand.
Oh, shit. Hit me. Hit me.
Wiser choice today. You bust yet? No? Another one?
Fuck, I'm thinking. I'm a stand. 16.
20.
Damn. It's all good.
Pimps go through this shit from time to time, Lo.
Exactly. Did you put that out?
You know, it might be out now. You might have to relight it.
All right. But,
Damn it.
whoa.
I think. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
If you recognize the artist, let us know in the comments below. But we go on.
We go on.
I'm having a good time, though. You having a good time?
Always, bro.
What about y'all?
You
Y'all
know,
rocking?
I have this thing, right?
What's that?
I don't believe in boredom. I never believed in boredom since I was a little kid. It's just something. I've always been kind of a serious dude. So with other people, I kind of don't know how to have fun a lot of times sometimes. But in my mind, I'm always I'm always super creative. So I'm never bored. You feel me? It's like weird. It's a weird mix. But what I think, okay, this is what I think. I feel like you believe in reincarnation? I think we talked about this a little bit.
In a way. Maybe not directly.
So, I believe in reincarnation.
Like, you or your spirit itself will reincarnate into another form? Or what
My
exactly?
energy,
Okay.
my particles of energy, but I believe it's not just on this earth or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's beyond that, you'll reincarnate beyond this too. You can move on, depending. But I believe in so wait, hold on, before I get off topic, where was I at?
Had to do with reincarnation.
Yeah, I know. What did I say before that, though? It was about something.
Y'all know.
Yeah, y'all know. Hold on, it'll come back because it's important. But
Rebirth, reincarnation.
okay. So, what they say about reincarnation, all right, so you reincarnate to learn, and you reincarnate here until you've learned everything you need to learn, and then you move on. right? So I always felt like, because like I've had certain things come to me, you know, speak to me in certain ways. So I've always felt like I've reincarnated, like to the point to where I've done all the work I need to do. Right? Now, in this lifetime, the last lesson I need to learn. Because like I said, I'm serious. I've always been a serious dude for some weird reason. Just like super serious about everything. You know, just like I don't play around. You know, like why? But
I'm good.
My lesson, I feel like this time around, was to learn how to have fun. So I came into life, right? I'm like, I don't believe in boredom. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all want to teach me how to have fun? Well, all right. I don't believe in boredom. Now I'm all super serious. I don't know how to have fun. I still don't know how to have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've been trying to learn that. You know, like I'm not a party dude. You know, like I don't do a lot like a lot of people. You feel me? Like I'm a pretty serious dude. You feel me? Like I'm like all constructed, kind of. You know, like I don't even want to. I'm not trying to freaking just waste my time.
I agree.
Like I feel that, but yeah, you definitely gotta have time to have fun. So I've been learning how to have fun in all that. You know what I'm saying? Like even though my life is pretty serious, you know, it's like, but that's how I want it to be, you know, and that's fun. That's what makes it even more fun. And I'm like, this is how I want it to be. I want it to be more serious. I want to be focused. You know what I'm saying? Like I need that. You feel me? I need that for my development. I need that so I can live well. You know, because when I'm not focused and I'm all over the fucking place, like, I don't even want to know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care for that. Like, I don't. So I'm just like, it's like about just being well.
Definitely.
You know?
Healthy, right?
Straight up, healthy and well. You know, and like I said, you know, people are mad for the, you know, like because they're just not in the right place and they know it. But they don't want to. They don't want it. It's hard for them to do something about it because they feel like they have to be there. You know, it's a huge mix, and it's like you don't have to be there, bro. Like it's gonna work itself out. You know, people worry a lot. You know, like that's one thing. Like I've always had that, like just like carelessness in a way to where like I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this because I feel like this is what I need to do. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's like even if it turns out to what I could turn out as bad, like, or I could look at as bad, I'm like, well, obviously that wasn't what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, well, obviously I don't want to do that no more. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to do that. You know, so, but I definitely needed to do that because I feel like I needed to experience it, you know, and like, regardless of how I feel like I feel terrible about whatever it was, I'm like, fuck it, man. You know, it is what it is because, like, honestly, I had to follow that. That was within me, you know, because if I didn't, then I was going against myself, you know, and like when you're fighting yourself all the time, it's hard for you to figure out life.
Definitely.
You know, and gain some clarity and where you really need to be and where you need to go, what you need to do. You know? So like I've done some stuff that I feel like in the end, after I did it, I wish I wouldn't have done it, but it's like, bro, honestly, I had to do it because I wouldn't have learned what I learned, you know, now. Now I'm where I'm at, you know, and now I'm like, all right, I've gained that clarity, you know what I'm saying? Because of that. You know, I've gained that like that understanding. You know, and like as no matter how bad the experience might have been at the time, like I know what it gave me. You know, like it's like that's a part of my journey. You know, so it's just like gotta keep going.
Always. Never give up.
Sip that twisted, you know, like shit, man. Kick back a little bit.
I think, I'm not sure if I brought this up, but I know something I want to talk about is, you need your off days. You need days just to relax, days to just unload and, not be so invested, just dial back. Because, I think part of it is that I was thinking about it a lot when we were talking, like, as a child, I was bored because, I didn't have an understanding of the options I had, But now as I'm older, I realize that there's so many options. Like, I have so many things that I could just do now, like in this moment, or that I have to do before, it expires and things, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess as you get older, you get more responsibility as well. But, as a younger person, I was like bored a lot of the time. I didn't know what to do with myself. But as I got older, I realized that there's just so much to do. There's sometimes too much to do, more than you have time for. And it's just reality. But it's interesting because, nowadays, I'm never bored. I always got something to do. I always got another thing to do, somewhere to go. But it's fun. I like that. I like that, there's something that's driving me, that I have to be somewhere. I have to do this. I have to go there. Not because I have to, but I want to,
Yeah. See, you like, I know one thing about you. You definitely understand your power, so you're not going to give your time to something you don't want to do, you're not going to, like, even if you may not like Walmart entirely, you still want to be there because you enjoy it some type of way. Just like me and Key Supers, like, I only stick places, bro, like, because, like, most of the time it's because the people, like, I got good people around me, like, when I got good, like, because that's hard to find, like, in a world that's, like, really dark and, like, fucked up, when you got good people, you got to stick with them people. That's what I've always learned, and it's just, like, you don't get good people every freaking where, you feel me? So like yeah. You've brought some some of your people from your job and stuff. So I know you got good people around you, and that's definitely probably why you're there. You feel me? And you're a good person yourself. That's why I'm with you. You feel me? Like good people got to stick together. Like that's just real shit. And just look out for each other. Even if it's just like literally being there. Like that shit goes a long way for people, because like this world is tough, and a lot of people feel alone. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no doubt. You always got to be there. It's good to be there. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's good people. I mean, it's interesting because. Good people attract to each other, but then, it's opposites attract, and it's an interesting world. Obviously there's all the dichotomy, and it's good to, have the diversity and speak with people that are, not who you agree with all the time.
I love that. Like at first I used to hate it, because like, no, but it was just like conflict, because I grew up a little rough, so anytime like any type of disagreement, conflict arose, I always felt like it was going to be a fight. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't always have to be the case, you kind of steer the situation. You have a little more power to steer the situation than you think. You feel me? You don't have to resort to a freaking fight just because, like it's just like the heat arises and it gets intense in the moment.
Yeah.
And for instance, like, this dude disrespected my mom the other day, and I could easily, honestly, I could easily just beat him up real quick. I'm not gonna lie, You feel me? But like I'm not the type to just go fighting people anymore, or like I was never really that type anyway. Exactly. But I can be I've always known I can be a hothead, you know. So like, if I want to fight, you know, and if I get to that point, then I'm there, you know. But
Yeah.
but you know, like especially now, I'm a lot more just trying to be chill. I'm not trying to really fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm trying to chill, but I'm definitely gonna let you know if I feel, if I feel some type of way. Especially, like he said, "Fuck you, bitch," or some shit like that to my mom. You know, so I was like, "Yo, bro, don't be talking to my mom like that." You know, so I was like, I don't gotta beat you up about it, but like, definitely you don't. You just need to know that's not how you talk to my mom or a woman. You know, I'm like, I don't know what you think. Like, I understand you're drunk, bro. You know, like he was drunk. He was like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just, you know, like I wasn't trying to fight him or nothing. You know, but he kept trying to continue a little bit, and I was just like, nah, bro, this is done. You know, like we don't need to do. You know, you don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to tell me all this other extra shit that is supposedly why you're saying all this. And I'm just like, that doesn't give you position, you know, to be talking to any like my mom, a woman, or anyone that way. Like, come on, bro. Like nah, bro. You feel me? But everything doesn't have to be a fight, you know. Like that didn't end up being a fight. You feel me? Like I liked the dude actually. I really did. You know, like I still kind of do, because he looked out for my mom's dog and stuff, you know, and he helped my mom out when she went to jail, and like, you know, I respect that. You know, that's really cool. You know, I can't like, you know, I can't be mad at him. You know, exactly. But like, yeah, that's just you just gotta, you know, navigate, like you're saying. You know, you gotta navigate, and you know, you gotta. Sometimes people really don't know what they're doing. You know, homeboy was drunk too, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, but still.
Yeah, no excuse.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you just got to let it be known. You know, sometimes dudes are like that because they think they could do whatever the fuck they want. You know, nobody's telling them nothing a lot of the time. You know?
Yeah.
So somebody has to speak up, bro. Sometimes. And, you know, a lot of times after you speak up, you know, usually what I've noticed whenever I do that nowadays, people are pretty respectful about it. You know what I'm saying? They understand. They're like, "Oh, all right, man. I didn't know you felt that type. You know, I didn't know that's how it was. You know, like." And then you kind of have a different relationship from there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed.
Yeah, me too.
As a draw, then
I guess. Yeah, it's, you know, yeah, it is those tough conversations that you truly do build like good friends with, you know, because, you know, you might not understand each other fully, but you know, you have a better understanding than you did before, or you know, a respect for somebody, usually, you know, who, you know, is willing to talk with you and share with you, and you know, hear your opinion and hear theirs.
exactly, man.
And like I said before, you know, I'm not trying to convert anybody to anything. You know, I believe what I believe, and that's what I believe. You know, your ideas are your own. You know, what you think of me, what you think of this or that, that's your problem, bro. You know?
Let's talk about that, bro. Conversion. All right, so like, because it's a big thing. Everybody, like, because I'm not for converting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I speak myself. I speak what I believe. But I'm not trying to convert you and trying to make you believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you agree, then that's cool. If not, then I understand. You know? But like with spirit, like it's a big thing. So like with religion, you know, they're all about that conversion thing a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know, and I notice it in the New Age movement that like spirituality, everybody's trying to convert everybody into spirituality now. And it's falling back into that dogma of this is this. And then, you know what I'm saying? And like, this is the way. And it's like, bro, y'all are still missing the point. You know that, like, live and let live. You know, you gotta. It's not about converting people. You know, it's about like letting everybody be everybody. You know, everybody's gonna have their own way about things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just something I noticed. You know, just like that we're still trying to convert each other. It's not even just religion. You know, it's like it's anybody.
Yeah.
You know, anybody's trying to convert everybody. You know, like to make you believe this. Like, oh no, that's not that way. It's this way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the more you get in your way, the harder you make it the harder we're making it for each other. You know, because we're not finding any common ground and freaking growing from there. And we're just we have all this conflict.
That's real. You know, you gotta deal with your stuff, you know, and know what's up with you. Because, you know, you're going out there and interacting with other people, you're gonna explode and unleash these things, these emotions you have inside that, you know, have nothing to do with them. But that's why you gotta find outlets, you know, ways to truly, you know, relieve yourself of stress and, you know, anger, because you have it, you know, and it is a real thing. I don't know. Have you seen Turning Red? It's on Disney Plus. It's a new like Pixar animated movie. It's pretty good. But in a way, it's about these like red pandas. You know, these family. You know, they have this ancient curse or gift, depending on how you look at it, that they turn to red pandas. You know, and it's you know, powered by their like anger and stuff, you know, that they suppress. And you know, it's real. You know, like if you don't, you know, deal with that anger and stuff, it's just gonna burst out later, you know, on people that don't deserve that anger.
Exactly. I really work on that, bro. You know, because I've always been an angry person. I've always, like when I was younger, I was always that person to like explode on people because like I was dealing with a lot and I didn't know how to deal with it, so it was just bottled up in me, and I'm just like, that was part of the reason why I was so serious all the time, you know, because I'm like, fuck, bro, like you don't know what the fuck I'm dealing with, bro, like don't be playing with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? And it's just like now, like I've grown up, so I've learned a lot of different outlets, you know, to you know, to really release that. What the fuck?
I count it as a 10. 10. I give you 3 cards?
I bust.
Okay.
I got a joker though.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, 10. Okay.
I was like, what? I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I got one last one. I'd count it as a 10. Oh man. Well,
but yeah, like I work out now. I do Tai Chi. You know, like I've had a lot. I've learned a lot of different meditative practices. You know, like
21.
just my okay. My development, you know what I'm saying? The way I've developed myself is what's helped me really that shit kind of got me. You got that 21 right away. I was like
development yourself.
Yeah, hit me.
Oh,
I'm a stand.
yeah, I busted. Whatever that was.
Yeah, I got 20. There's a card on the floor.
Yeah, I dropped one. All right, we'll see who has the bigger card. Ready? All right.
Wow.
We should cut it there.
Alrighty, brother.
It's been great, brother.
It has been.
Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. All that good stuff.
And their friends.
Yeah, and their friends.
Yes.
Like aunts, cousins, nephews, nieces, brothers, sisters.
Grandmas. Great grandmas.
Neighbors, cousins, brothers, sisters, best friend.
Yes. All of them. Get the word out.
Spread the word.
Tell from the deep.
Just tell 5 people and tell us 5 people. Tell 5 people and tell those 5 people to tell 5 people. It'll encompass the world.
Exactly. Exactly. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Yeah.